recently there's been some interesting news. There's been a picture going around of Sheikh Dido, I think that's his name, if I'm saying it correctly. I think he's a Mauritanian scholar, and I'll put his name in the title. He says, from being oppressed and jailed by his own government because he spoke the truth, to consulting and advising the new Syrian president, to give a lecture and pray in the Grand Mosque of Damascus, sitting in the same place where Umar ibn al-Khattab and Imam Nawawi, Imam Subki, and other great ones used to pray and teach the people. You can see that your situation can change in an instant, and you can be suffering in a certain point in life, and you might think, "Oh, this is the worst point in my life," or you could even something else might become more worse, or you could think nothing's going to get better from this point on. This is an example. Um, this is an example. This is inspiration to those scholars that are jailed innocently and incorrectly jailed in Saudi Arabia and other parts of the world, Muslim and non-Muslim world. Also to those prisoners who are jailed in Guantanamo Bay and other parts of the world, Muslims and non-Muslims, including Dr. Afia Siddiqui and others. And also this is an inspiration to those who speak up for the Palestinian cause, Muslims and non-Muslims, who are being unjustly harassed and harmed for speaking the truth. They can remove the visas, they can remove your degrees, but have hope in God. Whether if you're non-Muslim, have hope in God. You have religion, have hope in God. And I know I'd personally say look into Islam also, but this is an inspiration. I'm sure there's plenty of other examples in modern day history and right now, and in the last few decades, as well as if the last few centuries, where you think right now you're in a position and it's not going to get any better, and then what God has in store for you. If only you could see that now, then you'd keep going. And this example from the Sheikh, who was imprisoned wrongfully, and now he's one of the most well-known scholars, one of the most knowledgeable, has a very strong memory, able to quote books and books and books. Some people said, I haven't said it, but some people have said he's the chat GPT of in human form in terms of Islam. And here he is advising the Syrian government. Although I would say scholars should be wary of mixing with the government. Of course, you want to advise them, but then you don't want to be in such a situation where now you have to dictate your fatwa to what the government likes, or you could be in trouble or whatever else. You want to dictate the fatwa how it should be, and not worrying about what the government's going to think, and we're not worrying about being in prison or whatever else. We hope all those prisoners, innocent prisoners, Muslims and non-Muslims in places like Guantanamo Bay, in Saudi Arabia, in other Muslim countries, in other non-Muslim countries, people like Dr. Hafiz Siddiqui and others, they are also free and they get justice, and those every single person involved in the wrongdoing is held to account in both worlds in such a way in this world that other people will not think about doing anything similar from seeing their punishment, and in the next world they will wish that they didn't do what they did here today.